Hey everybody, it's me Megs, and I am back with another personality unit, and this one reminds me of my relaxed hair but thicker, and I love kinky straight textures. So this wig actually is by Premier Lace Wigs, and it is a Yaki Straight 360 lace wig, and the density of this wig actually is 180, so it's quite thick. And I absolutely love the texture because with kinky straight textures, they look a lot more natural than maybe like your Brazilian texture, or like your typically your straighter looking textures, because the Yaki straight textures look like our relaxed hair or our blown out natural hair. So with this wig, the hairline is pre-plucked and it has advanced bleached knots. What I noticed with this wig though is that the knots are a little bit orange, so some correcting would need to be done in the future, but it's doable for right now. So like I said, this is a 360 wig. You can wear this up or down, and there are baby hairs in the front and the back. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna show you guys the inside too, because there is a elastic band in the inside, and this allows you to have like more security when it comes to your wig, especially being it's summertime and you want to make sure that your wig stays in place. So with the elastic band, there are adjustable straps at the nape area along with the comb, and there are 3 combs at the front. I don't really use the combs in the lace front part just because I just don't. I normally take those out, but it's totally up to you and your preference. But I don't use the combs. So I did braid my hair for a change. I normally don't braid my hair because I'm lazy, but I actually was trying today. So I did braid my hair. I am going to use a wig cap. I tend to like to use 2 wig caps just for extra, smoothness. So I'm going to put on this lighter one, and it's a little too light. And of course, you could put foundation on your wig cap to make it a bit darker. I'm going to put a darker one on top because I personally don't do the bald cap method. I might do it one day, but being that I'm natural, I like to wear my wigs, take it smooth off that very night. So you guys, I flat ironed this wig. The hair texture feels really good. So it's smoothed out pretty nicely, and it looks like, relaxed hair or pressed out natural hair. So it's really easy to pop on with the elastic band. And I noticed when I did put the wig on that the hairline, even though it is pre-plucked, it still was a bit boxy for me. And I did notice that the knots were a little orange from the bleaching that they did. So to help fix this, I am going to tweeze a little bit more of the hairline myself to customize it, to make it look a bit more like my natural hairline. So as you can see, the boxiness is starting to fade away because I started to tweeze a bit like that. And with the orangeness of the knots, you can easily fix that with a little mascara. So the orangeness of the knots isn't too bad. You can definitely get away with it though. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to tweeze out. I think in the future I will be tweezing out a little bit more of this hairline to make it look even more natural like my hairline, because the texture of this hair feels so good. It's so soft, and I have curled this hair and it holds a curl really amazing. Especially with wand curls, it holds the curls for like weeks. And I say weeks, like when you rest your wig on a wig head and you're not wearing it, the curls are still there. So as you can see, you guys, my hairline is looking a little softer, not as boxy. So I felt like, okay, I can cut the lace off now. So I'm gonna be really careful to figure out where I need to cut the lace, because I did tweeze the hairline a bit more. And I'm going to use my Graftobian Spirit Gum because this is the bond that I like to use. I think about trying some new bonding glues for my lace wig. So drop down in the comments which one you like to use so I can check that out. So I kind of just brush on the Spirit Gum and let it get tacky, and then just stick on the lace. And it lays pretty nicely from what I'm seeing. As far as like the glue, it doesn't move. Like once you put it on, it's like on. So then I'm just gonna press it in making sure it's on where I want it to be. And so there was a bit of excess lace that I didn't want, so I'm just gonna cut that off. I'm trying, I'm getting better and better at this. Practice makes perfect, but I'm nowhere near perfect. So it's glued down all around the front. So I actually did glue down this wig this time. So I did keep a little space open near the bottom half of my ear. And as you can see, I feel like the hairline looks a bit more natural, like my real hair, because I have a fine edges. So I wanted my wig to kind of look like my hair. So as you can see, like the texture of this hair is really, really textured, and you can press it out. So that's what I really love about this wig, and I really like that it makes it look even more natural and realistic, because like we all know it's a wig, but you want it to look natural. And I know that this texture hair will hold up really good to some color. I wanna color this wig blonde. Like I feel like this hair will do really well with blonde. So I'm just gonna run the iron through it just to touch up any areas that I feel like I need to touch up. I love this texture so much. It looks so good. So to kind of like give it a little bit more body and shape, because it is one length, it is 22 inches. It's very long because I'm 4'11". I'm gonna add some layering in here. I'm gonna add some short pieces in the front to make it look more natural, because that's how my hair actually is when I have it straightened, and that's how my relaxed hair was. I had some shorter pieces in the front. So I'm just popping a few layers, a few short pieces in the front, and I did cut a little bit of the length off too as I was layering it. So where I was putting the layers is just like sporadic, random places. It's nothing like too strategic. Just place some shorter pieces, some longer pieces in different areas to make it look more natural, especially around the top, because I know that's how my hair is. And just add some layers in the back too. So as you can see, it's starting to change shape and look a little bit more natural. So I'm just kind of like fingering through it to see like where I need to add, a layer here and a layer there. This hair is super thick, y'all. It's like I said, it's 180 thick density. So you can choose different densities, I believe. I'm gonna double check the website and make sure, because I think I would actually like this wig in probably a 150 or lower to make it look even more natural. So for the hairline, I am gonna put some edge control. I'm using Vontae Edge Effects just to lay the edges down a little bit more. You can do some baby hairs with this, but I don't really do baby hairs with my wigs, and I wanted this wig to kind of look like how I would really wear my hair, like my hair, if it were this thick. So as you can see, you can do some baby hair, because I did swoop that part. So you can do that with this, but I'm just gonna brush mine back. And I'm still working on melting my lace, so the better I get, the more realistic it's going to look. So I'm going to use some more Vontae products. The name of everything I use will be down in the description. And this just helps with any like flyaways and things like that I want to tame down. And it does add some nice shine to the hair. And I am going to wrap a scarf around my edges to help lay it flatter. So I've let that sit on for about 10-15 minutes. And this is what we're dealing with so far. I feel like I did a pretty good job, being that I normally don't bond or glue my wigs down. But like I said, practice does make perfect, and I'm still learning. But I'm very satisfied with this wig. I feel like it turned out really good, even though the knots were, the bleach bled a little bit on the hair. But you really can't tell if you're like, out and about. You have to really be up on the wig to see that. But overall, I'm really satisfied and happy with this wig. It looks really, really natural. This is going to be my like go-to wig, especially for the summertime because it's textured. You can do so much with this wig. You can even press this out even harder and it gets even straighter, okay? So you can do all kind of different styles and have so many different types of textured looks with this wig. So yes, y'all, I really love this wig. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I do have a coupon code to get $10 off your order if you wish to check out Premier Lace Wigs for yourself. Okay, and everything I used is down in the description, like I said. So yes, I'm really glad I added those extra layers for that extra movement. So yeah, y'all, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.